In the world of Pokemon, you'd be hard-pressed to find a creature as famous as Charmander and its evolutions. We're not just talking about a fan-favorite starter here. This is a global mascot. And its story? It's all about an incredible transformation. Today, we're going to break down that journey.
But what is it that takes a creature from just being, a cool monster to becoming a true legend? We're going to dive into the strategy, the design, and the cultural impact to really figure that out. You see, for this evolutionary line, it isn't just about getting bigger and stronger. It's a whole narrative. It's a journey that starts with this tiny, vulnerable spark and ends in a roaring inferno. So let's start at the very beginning. Our story kicks off, like so many great ones do, with a pretty humble and vulnerable first stage, Charmander, the lizard Pokémon. This is the little guy where the whole legend begins. Okay, so Charmander's whole deal is tied to that flame on its tail, and this is not just for looks, it is a literal life gauge. It burns bright when Charmander is healthy, it gets weak when it's sick, and if it goes out, that's it. This one detail establishes a real sense of fragility right from the get-go. And its stats totally back this up. I mean, look at those numbers. Just 39 HP and 43 defense. It is not built to take a punch. But the trade-off is that nice speed and special attack. The design is basically screaming, hit first, hit fast, and whatever you do, do not get hit back. And that vulnerability? It's a huge part of the game. As a pure fire type, Charmander gets wrecked by rock, ground, and water types. Any trainer who picked Charmander in the original games knows the pain of facing Brock and Misty. It is quite literally a trial by fire. But if you can push through that early struggle, you get a serious reward. At level 16, Charmander goes through its first big change, evolving into something way more aggressive. And here we have Charmeleon, the flame Pokémon. You can think of this as the rebellious teen phase, where that initial vulnerability starts to get replaced by raw, untamed power and a fiery attitude to match. Yeah, this is a major personality shift. Gone is the friendly, social Charmander. Charmeleon is described as actively hunting down strong opponents, its flame literally getting brighter with excitement for a good fight. This is a creature that now lives for the battle. Its stats take a pretty big leap too. Both special attack and speed hit a really solid 80. This is the point where it cements its role as a fast special sweeper, a Pokémon designed to come in, hit incredibly hard, and get out, overwhelming a whole new class of opponents. And that power jump is a huge deal. A 20-point boost to special attack and 15 points to speed? At this stage of the game, that's massive. This is that moment where you as a trainer feel your fragile little partner finally becoming a real threat on the battlefield. But hey, this is still just the middle of the story. The path to real power takes a lot more patience, leading to one final evolution at level 36, and that's when everything changes all over again. And here it is, the main event. The final form, Charizard. This is what it was all building towards, a globally recognized symbol of power and the full realization of all that early potential. Its power is described in almost mythical terms. We're talking breath that can melt solid rock, flight that reaches nearly 5,000 feet. And yet, it has this code of honor. It will not attack a weaker foe. This isn't just some mindless beast, it's a proud warrior. But believe it or not, the story doesn't stop there. Charizard's strategic depth just explodes with Mega Evolution, giving you two completely different ways to play. Mega Charizard Y keeps that classic Fire/Flying type, but Mega Charizard X, it gets a fundamental change, becoming the Fire/Dragon type so many fans always wanted it to be. Now, this type change creates a really interesting strategic choice. By becoming part Dragon, Mega Charizard X gets rid of its infamous, crippling 4x weakness to Rock-type attacks. But in exchange, it loses its immunity to ground. That one little change completely redefines how you have to use it in a battle. Okay, now let's talk about Mega Charizard Y for a second. Just look at this number, 159. That is its base special attack stat. To put that in perspective, that is monstrously high, making it one of the strongest special attackers in the entire game, period. And this is what makes that crazy 159 stat so terrifying. Its ability, Drought, automatically summons Harsh Sunlight, which then boosts all of its Fire-type moves by another 50%. It's just an engine of pure sun-fueled destruction. Then you've got Mega Charizard X on the other side. Its ability, Tough Claws, powers up any move that makes direct contact. With perfectly balanced attack and special attack stats, both at 130, this ability turns moves like Dragon Claw and Flare Blitz into absolute nukes, making it an elite physical threat. So, when you combine all this power, this history, and the strategic depth, it's really no wonder that this creature has built such an enduring cultural legacy that goes way beyond the games.
I mean, its status as an icon is just undeniable. It's the personal favorite of its own designer. It's the most used Pokémon by the in-game champions. You know, the best of the best. Even its famous black shiny form was hinted at in official art long before it ever showed up in a game.
And the fans? They absolutely agree. In a massive poll from 2020 run by the Pokémon Company, almost 94,000 people voted for Charizard. That made it the single most popular Pokémon from the entire original generation. So there you have it. We followed this journey all the way from a small creature defined by its fragile flame, through a rebellious and tough adolescence, to a multi-talented draconic powerhouse. It kind of leaves you with one final thought. What does this entire transformation from raw potential to realized strength really tell us about how power is earned, how it's shaped, and what it ultimately means?